Up locks in here, and I got my old project here. Sweet little skidoo with a rotax here. I think I just finished draining out the bottom. It's been sitting in oil for a while. I think it's when we loaded up into the truck. Nothing was connected. Anyway, so I just got it drained out, did a little power washing. I got to charge my battery for my power washer to do it again. So, internet's help. Okay, I know I got good compression. I know I got spark. So I need to figure some things out. I know this is the return line. I know this is the in line right here. This is supposed to be the vacuum line, but the video I've seen online, they look like they're right down there. I don't see one down there. I don't feel one down there. It looks like there's a nipple right down in there somewhere, but that is supposed to be like a plate. So I have this line right above this little screw thing here. Right there off the plumbing. I haven't checked to see if that actually pulses with the crank yet, but if it does, I assume it goes there. If you know, let me know, please. So that's that question. And then the other question I got is, there's a paintbrush in this line. This line goes way below the pump, which is supposed to be the oil pump, I believe. It's like right underneath it. And then it looks like there's a shared line right here, and it goes around to the same side down over here somewhere. Haven't really figured that out. Outside, I do know that that one line on the other side of the block comes to the top of the two-stroke oil reservoir. So, should I be concerned should these be teed up together as a return line? Are those a flow and that's the return line that goes there? Because right now that's how I have it hooked up. Right now I have it hooked from the oil to the pump line that's by these little tiny micro lines here. It goes into the side plate. I don't know if you can see it here. That don't really matter, does it? Flash. And then I'm assuming this line here goes there from the pump or whatever that is down there to the head. We got wires coming off the in and out of the exhaust, one there, they tee up and then they go back to there. And then we got a double T here from the head and exhaust, and they go down that way somewhere. Other question is, you know, I built my own boat, but so there's this line here that goes from the outside to this thing. Same with the other side, but there's no line. Does that actually go there? That's my next question. Does it go there? I have two wires that aren't going to anything. They run into this harness up here. Wait, no, where they go? They go down here. They run into the box, but there's no wires. But I do have spark, so I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be for. Oh yeah, and then on this box, this air box thingy that goes from this front, there's this line coming from the side, and it tees up to the gas cap over there. See the T? And then it comes up inside, probably for a fuel gauge, I suppose. So is that like just a vacuum thing for the fuel gauge? Anyways, those are my current questions before I give this thing a test fire, because I know it has rotation, I know it has spark. Now that I got this drained out, I can wipe it down and clean it up real nice. Maybe even power wash it one more time. Anyways, if you got some advice, I'm happy to listen. There you go, if that helps at all. Yeah, help me get this thing on the water. I know those are, if it's standalone, but it's got that there. So I think I'm real close. I really need to figure out why this tube is plugged and why there's a similar tube on the other side that goes to this front box. Anyways, that's my story for the day. That's what I've got done, and still pretty clean. Loxton. Ow. Oh, I also picked up a sweet scooter for a good deal.